Happy summer solstice. Happy summer solstice, everybody. Happy summer solstice, everybody. Lady H2603, always angel. All right. Queen Me Freely 12. Gina Marie Hare 4LMB in the building. Alien in the building. All right. All right. All right. All right. Alu Moon Waste Crystals in the building. Screw Stop Skinosh in the building. All right, y'all. Quick influences, man. Listen, we in a time of creation, y'all. We in a time of creation. Yeah, Saturn's retrograde. Yeah, Neptune's going retrograde in a few. But right now, you know, we don't call Cancer the most powerful sign for nothing. All right, Cancer's ruled by the moon. And the more you understand the moon, AKA the more you understand your emotions, the more you understand how to direct your emotional intent in this physical realm, the more you're going to be able to manipulate this physical realm. Everything is from inside out. Everything works from inside out. When you try to force things through manipulating anything outside of yourself, you're always going to be running around in circles spiritually. But when you know how to channel your thoughts, when you know how to channel your emotions, when you know how to place boundaries, right? When you know how to protect your environment, your spiritual space, who you allow to connect to you, who you allow yourself to attach to, yeah, that's when your external realm gonna start motherfucking transforming. That's when your motherfucking physical realm gonna start transforming. All right? But it takes belief to do that. It takes faith to do that. It takes a strong conviction in yourself to do that. All right? And that's what summer solstice is all about. This is what Cancer season is all about. All right? You feel me? So look, real quick, brief influences, y'all. The sun is now transiting the 4th house. All right? You amazing too, growing with legend. You amazing too. We all amazing up in here. All right? Now, when we look at the sun transiting the 4th house, you know, the sun is the ultimate masculine energy. It deals with projection. It deals with expression. It deals with action. All right. This is the archetype of the masculine energy. But right now it's transiting a feminine sign, the ultimate feminine sign that rules the heart, that rules the emotions, that rules the shadow, that rules mental health. Okay. So when the sun starts transiting here, this is why the start, like I was just saying in the video I just posted, this is why at the start of every summertime, you know, you don't give a fuck about, you know, that job that you're working at that don't resonate with your emotions. You don't care about going back and forth with this toxic ass karmic motherfucker you dating. You don't care about that no more because the heart don't resonate with that shit no more. So the sun only influences you. The sun only influences you to, you know, take action to get closer to things that resonate with you emotionally. So this is very important to understand. This is why when summertime starts, you know, motherfuckers will break up in their relationships a lot. They'll quit their jobs a lot around this time. They'll just move without a plan. You know, it don't even matter. It's like this environment doesn't resonate with me emotionally. I'm up out of here. You feel me? So, like I said in the video, you don't want to overthink things right now. You don't want to overthink things. We just got out of Gemini season. We were doing all the motherfucking thinking in the world in Gemini season. We was doing all the thinking and that we had to do during Gemini season. Right now, the sun just wants you to take action on things that resonate with your emotional well-being to move you into more of a comfort zone. All right. Now, because Cancer deals with privacy, the subconscious, you know, a lot of times people with strong 4th house placements, strong Cancer placements, they could be the most creative individuals in the world, but sometimes they feel like they need that's their sacred relationship with something. They don't want to put their art, their music, their poetry, their creativity into the world because it's not that to them is not made for that. You know, it's something that they do for themselves. Well, when the sun gets into Cancer, this is when spirit starts calling us to be an example with our creativity. All right, in order to inspire and spark others to take things that they may have hidden within themselves subconsciously and be seen for these things. This is when we start to see the true colors of people. Once again, Gemini season, and guys, the seasons prepare us for the next season. It's a story. It's a divine story. It's a divine cycle. So Gemini season prepared us for Cancer season, and Cancer season is going to prepare us for Leo season. So in Gemini season, we were analyzing our surroundings, our relationships, you know, things about our communication method, understanding who we could rely on, who depends on us, who enables us, you know, bad habits, that bad or good habits, or creative, you know, creative insight, or motherfucking, what's the word? Habits, not habits, I had another word in my head. Knowledge, knowledge and information that we've developed through our friends and through our adolescent stages. So then when we get into Cancer season, once again, we did all the thinking that we had to do in Gemini season. We analyzed everything we had to analyze in Gemini season. This ain't the time to be overthinking about shit that, with that relationship you're in. There's no time to be overthinking about something in career. You got to move with this right now. You got to move with the heart right now. What's the point of putting so much thought into something when your gut instinct and your heart is yelling at your ass to do something? If your heart and your gut instinct is yelling at you to get out of a toxic relationship, motherfucker, how you do it, get it done. Get it done. Release. Put it behind you. It was an experience. It expired. You learned what you had to learn. You spiritually grew. Whether you felt like it was toxic, whether you felt like it was just, a lot of turmoil, or it was just a honeymoon phase and then the majority of it was turmoil, you still learned. You still gained the experience. This still sets you up into having more of an awareness on how to point out red and green flags in individuals in your future relationships. So when we look at Cancer energy, this is Cancer energy. They not finna stay in some shit that doesn't resonate with them emotionally. Okay? They not finna stay in some shit that doesn't resonate with them emotionally. They're gonna have a strong reactionary sense to things that align with them or don't. Okay? This is how Cancers end up playing extreme energies in their life though. When you smother a Cancer, when you make a Cancer feel like their home, they're not even comfortable in their home, you're gonna see some shit. And go ahead and try to manipulate the Cancer. Go ahead and try to hold them down into a situation. All right, see if they don't kill your stupid ass. See if they don't kill your stupid ass. Dealing with a Cancer on that type of time. All right. What you guys have to understand is that because Cancer rules the subconscious, okay, because Cancer rules the subconscious energy, the subconscious deals with things that we bury, things that we hide, things that are private. So yes, we will see the true colors in individuals right now. So yes, we will feel the need to tell our partner or somebody that we're dating about themselves or how we feel about them, regardless of trying to step on people's toes, regardless of how they feel. In order to feel more emotionally fulfilled, you may feel compelled to do these things, to express yourself in a more unapologetic way right now. All right? If that shit don't align with the heart chakra, motherfuckers is not dealing with this shit no more. So that's one. Once again, Cancer season, just like Gemini season prepares us for Cancer season prepares us for Leo season. So if Leo season is the actual, because right now we're in this area. Right now we're in the chest area, right? We're in the chest, the respiratory system, the heart, right? When you feel some shit, you ever get your motherfucking heart broke? You ever get your motherfucking heart broke? You can physically feel some shit right here in that motherfucker. All right here, you feel that motherfucker. If you ain't ever get your heart broke, then if you ain't ever feel some shit right here, that wasn't shit. That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. That was some puppy love. You get your motherfucking heart broke, you'll feel that bitch right here. When you feel like you on top of the world, when you feel like you're accomplishing something with creative expression, you're going to feel that shit right here too. It's going to be boiling in the solar plexus area. So right now we're transiting the heart area. Everything that we feel strong in the chest, we need to put energy work into that. We can't hinder that no more. All circumstances all circumstances and environments and relationships that we allow ourselves to stay hindered in, this is the chance where we're going to create opportunities to break free from these things, okay? Don't stress yourself so much as to what's next. You got to take the first step to create the next step. You're not always going to see the next step. You're not always going to see the next step. This is where your belief and faith come in. This is when your leap of faith come in, and you got to look at universe like, universe, I'm about to break free from this, that, and the third. Hold me down, please. Hold me the fuck down. I got kids to feed. I got rent to pay. Okay? I got to stay fly. All right? I'm going to take care of some bills, but I need a little budget to take care of the designers. But, with all that being said, this is a strong influence for every sign. When we look at Cancer season, another thing about Cancer season, I had some notes. Or no, I don't have notes. Okay, I don't have notes. Okay, so when we look at Cancer season, with us getting our shit together mentally, emotionally, that's what helps us to transition into Leo season. To us now, you know, transitioning into being comfortable being on the stage, expressing ourselves, you know, showing our creative talents to the world. This is why everybody sometimes they want to show off their body. They want to show off the things that they worked on in the winter, motherfucking season and whatnot. You know, we're all in the state of trying to be out and about. We want the things that's inside of us to be shown around this time. Okay? So these influences are strong as hell, though. You know, these influences to start the summer are strong as hell. Like I said, a lot of us, we're not going to be hesitant or reluctant to do things that resonate with how we truly feel. Okay? At times, all our no notes. Live about to be 12. Now, live is not about to be 12 notes. I'm now just moving all longer content to my Patreon. So I already uploaded in-depth readings for all sun signs and rising signs on my Patreon. I can't keep doing that. I be exhausting myself, guys. So, you know, these are just brief influences, real talk. And, you know, to jump into things, when we look at the Cancer archetype, once again, is ruled by the moon and has a water influence. Water itself rules the past. The moon rules the past. All right, Akashic records, memory. Okay, the first planet you connect to and embrace coming into this solar system is your moon, because it connects to your frequency vibration. Okay, we got Shady Shells in the building. We got the gang in the building, man. Take a sip on that one. All right. So, you know, we're going to be reflecting a lot right now, but you got to understand we're in a new cycle. Okay, so you got to use the past experiences in order to, you know, catapult you with your present right now. Don't sink too much in the past. You know, the past is the past for a reason. This is something my Cancers got to keep in mind too. My Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is something y'all got to keep in mind too. Sometimes y'all allow yourselves to sink too much in the past. All right. And at the same time, it could be a gift. You know, this could be a gift with your ability to utilize the past, because it'll bring more intuition on how to deal with things in the present. Once again, you know, Gemini season helped us to analyze things, find red, green flags with people we surround ourselves with. So when we get into Cancer season, there's going to be times where we're going to be able to reflect back to a Cancer season, Taurus season, Aries season, energies in last year. And now we're going to have more awareness on how we establish ourselves with things that we want to do now. All right. Cancer deals with privacy, your loved ones, you know, the home environment. Cleanse your home, dust your motherfucking home. I threw out a bunch of shit to start the week. I threw out a bunch of shit in my crib. I dusted a bunch of shit in my crib. I had all type of shit under my bed, you know, and got the air diffuser on deck. Stop playing with me. Got the air diffuser on deck. And word to my mother, my environment feels way more cleansed. We sometimes the shit that we just have cluttered in our space, we don't understand how that clogs us up and blocks us spiritually a lot of the times. You know, if you have an altar set up, you know your spiritual family don't like that nasty shit all over the place. You know your altar, you know your spiritual family don't be liking you keeping laundry next to the altar. They don't like that shit. So take that into account to any other type of clutter that you have in your space. You know, do that thing that you want to add to the home. You want to start planting. You know, you've been wanting to start planting. Make sure you get that done. Go ahead and hit Walmart, hit Home Depot, get some tools, you know, start experimenting. Get some plants for your room. Throw some plants, you know, by the windowsill. You feel me? Some more oxygen released in your space. Okay? A lot of y'all might start entertaining moving into an environment that resonates with your sense of tranquility, stability, you know, helping you be at more peace, you know, or you may just, once again, Cancer season, we start shedding and removing a lot of things that don't resonate with the feelings and emotions. So there's going to be a strong sense of detachment right now, because you are going to realize the things that you're attached to. You are going to realize more of the things that you're attached to, because Cancer season Cancer energy is dealing with connection. It is dealing with nurturing and understanding. And sometimes we can stay emotionally connected to things for a while, to the point it becomes something, you know, a subconscious pattern that we don't really realize. You know, sometimes we could be on and off with a person for a minute, not even realize we've been in this cycle for a little minute. You know, sometimes we could be at this job that we said was just going to be temporary. And then, you know, we realize like, all right, motherfucker, it's been 2.5 years. I done got too comfortable. Key word, comfortable. You know, Cancer moon energy deals with being comfortable. So we're going to take whatever precaution that we got to take in order to move ourselves into a more comfortable space. Okay, so real quick, when we look at the influences for the signs, square signs, the square signs, you guys are going to be feeling the most friction from this placement. All right, from this transit. Just because you're a square sign, just because you're a Libra, just because you're a Capricorn, just because you're an Aries does not mean you can't have a fruitful season. It's just that the way you deal with your cardinal energy is in a different way than Cancer deals with its cardinal energy. All right, Libra, your cardinal air, Capricorn, your cardinal earth, Aries, your cardinal fire. So when it comes to how you start and initiate things, it ain't solely based off the feelings and emotions in the subconscious, the way Cancer is going to process and understand things about their emotions before they start things. No, Aries, you're going to jump on something based off of your natural impulse, your vision, and their ability to just take action and be a pioneer and trailblaze. Right now, Aries, you want to make sure you slow it down a little bit. You be more understanding. Aries, you and Cancer clash very heavy. Cancer clashes, don't get it twisted, Cancer clashes, all the cardinal signs clash. Just like how all the fixed signs clash. Just like how all the motherfucking mutable signs clash. But the Aries Cancer clash is something different. Because they both could be very moody. And the thing about Cancer, they have Cancer energy likes to withdraw when it deals with any form of friction or whatnot. You know, they like to withdraw in a way in order to process how they finna react. So they could be a bit more understanding. Aries does the exact opposite. When Aries feels some type of friction, it meets that shit. When Aries sees some confrontation, it's finna meet that shit. Aries, you can't just be meeting that shit head on right now. You can't just be meeting that shit head on. You know, you got to give yourself a chance to process things, okay, in order to develop some more spiritual direction with what you want to do with your passions and goals. Aries, you also may manifest some situations where loved ones and, you know, family members may be dependent on you a little bit more right now. And you got to be more understanding. And this is something a lot of Aries risings deal with. Sometimes you guys have strong individual pursuits of what you want to deal with your life. And you feel like sometimes family is holding you back. Family has too much of a critique on things. Your parents is, you know, the things you want to individually do for yourself, your parents don't resonate with the shit and whatnot. So this is going to be a time where you guys could build more understanding about things with your loved ones and family members. Libra, okay? Now, you like to start and initiate, you know, through cardinal air. So dealing with the ideas, dealing with the intellect, okay? Dealing with your logic. This is why Libras, they like bringing the idea to the table. This is why if a Libra brings something to you, be like, yo, what's up? What you think about this idea? If a Libra already asking you that, they already like it. And they're looking for confirmation for you to say you like the shit too. But if you don't like that shit and you tell a Libra like, no, them kicks is trash. Or like, no, I don't think she looked all that. But I mean, that's, you do you, bro. That shit hurt a Libra. That shit hurt a Libra. Like, damn. You don't like this shit? That's why a lot of Libras got to learn how to be Aries at times. They got to learn to jump into their opposite energy. They got to learn to just do shit on their own without other people's confirmation or consider how other people feel and think about it, because they be allowing other people to kind of change the way they feel about something originally. Ain't nothing finna change the way an Aries think about some shit. If an Aries, you know, wants to date Rasputia, if an Aries wants to date Precious, then it don't give a fuck how Precious and Rasputia look. That's wifey. I love her. Give a fuck what y'all think. This is my life. It's my girl. Give a fuck. So this is what Libras need to learn. And around this time, you know, Libras, yes, y'all are yes, we are the relationship sign, but at the same time, we're air. We're air. Okay, so we're not necessarily dealing with the emotions. There's a lot of times Libras in relationships, you know, they'll think and strategize around things in order to find harmony. You know, there's a lot of times Libras, they'll communicate something because they feel like that's what their partner want to hear, just to keep the harmony. You can't get away with that right now, Libra. You can't get away with that shit. You got to be able to express your genuine feelings regardless of how you feel like your partner's going to react to that, because the more that you hinder how you truly feel, your inner feelings, your true emotions, the more you can keep the relationship stagnant, or the more you're going to allow yourself to feel uncomfortable in your relationship, because you're constantly trying to put the emotions or you know, the energies of your partner first, being a little bit passive. And now over time, you may just lash out because you feel like, you know, you feel unfulfilled in the situation. And that's how a lot of Libras allow their partners to take advantage of them. You openly welcome them to do that shit based on how open you are. Okay. That's not going to build balance. Balance is how you bring your individuality and and establish your self-identity in a relationship so your partner can meet you there, so your partner can understand and respect your individuality. All right? Once there's some disagreements, then let it be known so we can move past that shit instead of you trying to, hinder how you, no, it's okay, babe. I'm allergic to the peanuts, but I still eat it. Oh, damn, you got me this sweatsuit. Damn, I really don't like the color purple, but it's all right, babe. I'm a rock it. Thank you. Man, if you don't tell her ass, you know damn well you ain't never seen me wear the color purple a day in my life. You ain't never seen me wear the color purple a day in my life. This ain't no this is not the film color purple. I rock black and gold, all right? So he's not finna do that. Libra, learn how to, express yourself through here. You get too caught up trying to express yourself through here all the time with somebody you're emotionally, how you can't express your feelings and emotions with somebody you emotionally connected to. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. But if you ask a Libra, if you date a Libra, you'll see that shit. If you hella intuitive and you date a Libra, you'll pick up on that shit. Like, they just saying that shit to say that shit. I know they don't really like that shit. Or I know they ain't really feeling that shit that I said this, that, and the third, So this is something you got to understand right now, Libra. Okay? And this is going to be a time where you can't be too stagnant with your personal goals or aspirations because that indecisive energy leave Libra open to go somewhere else. Yup. This is why Libras can ghost. This is why Libras are just... because they too scared to meet they'll be too motherfucking reluctant and nervous to just tell somebody how it is because they actually feel bad for telling somebody how it is. So then they'll just bounce. They'll just ghost. I remember one of my first girlfriends was an Aries. We was like on and off like 7th and 8th grade. I broke up with her ass like 3 times. But every time I broke up with her, I was scared as shit. Like every time I broke up with her, I wait like a week or 2. I'll let my energy change. I'll try to hope that she break up with me. But she an Aries, so she'll just meet my ass like, yo, what the fuck is we doing? You playing games again? Just say you don't want to fucking be with me. Like, why are you wasting my time? See, Aries gonna be direct. They're gonna meet the confrontation. They don't like being up in the air. Aries don't like that being up in the air shit. So Libras, get with the times. Get with the times. All right? So that's what I got for my Libras, okay? Capricorns, you the opposite sign, Capricorn. So while Cancer deals with emotional stability, and one thing that had Libras and what's the name? Cancers have in common, they both can have a real affectionate, nurturing type of energy. Okay? But if a Cancer and a Libra date each other, you're gonna see the clash because the Cancer could kind of bully the Libra, Like when they having sex, the Cancer might be way more invested in getting their orgasm while the Libra's trying to please them and shit. And then the Libra end up not even getting pleased or some shit like that, on some funny shit like that. So Cancers could kind of be a little selfish. Cancers could be a little selfish. You got to remember, they ruled by the moon. The moon deals with your emotions, your emotional intent. So if you dating a Cancer and you meet all their emotional needs, sometimes they could forget about your shit. Like, I'm getting all my emotional needs met. Shit, what is there to complain about? Ain't nothing to complain about here. Shit. All right? But that's probably the most harmonious relationship out of the cardinal signs. I would say Cancer and Libra. But they still gonna clash. Sooner or later, Libra's gonna feel like, all right, damn, I just can't keep up. I just can't keep up. And I don't like these mood swings neither. I don't like these mood swings, especially when I'm trying to harmonize. And then I come to the Cancer like, yo, let's just talk about this and the third. And they still mad moody. And they're like, okay. And they're like, okay, talk. And I'm like, first of all, don't talk to me like that. Like, how are we going to try to get on the same page and you bullying, you still yelling at me, you still talking to me crazy? Like, nah. Cancers, y'all think we talk so much about that. We talk so much about that nurturing, understanding, caring, motherly energy, feminine energy. Yeah, all right, Cancer turned into a demon on your ass real quick. Some powerful energy. And then Capricorn, you the opposite sign. So while Cancer deals with emotional stability, Capricorn, you deal with stability. You deal with financial stability. You deal with stability in the physical realm. You deal with building foundation. Okay, so we have the sign that rules the home environment. Then we got the sign that rules social status and career in the external realm. So right now, Cancer, and this is something I really got to learn my goddamn self, which is a fucking struggle. Capricorn, there's going to be times during Cancer season you have to look in the mirror and really acknowledge your mental health and how much you may be emotionally drained from how much energy you're exerting into career, how much energy you're exerting into what you want to build. If the home ain't straight, if the 4th house ain't straight, it's always going to distort the 10th house. All right? Now, these signs, now remember, the 4th, 10th house, they're opposite. Cancer, Capricorn, they're opposite. So when it comes to career, don't our family be having a huge influence on that shit a lot of the time? Don't our upbringing in the home environment have a huge influence on that shit some of the time? When it comes to what we want to major in college, what we want to be, what career path we chose, don't sometimes our parents, you know, they're a little too forceful on us at times? A lot of us, we really had to go against the grain. A lot of us had to go against the grain just to major what we want to major in college. Okay, so in some type of shape or form, career and the home environment are always going to play a part. And when disregarding the family, just dealing with your emotions and your mental health, if that shit ain't in order, you're going to be running and walking and running in circles when it comes to career endeavors. So Capricorn, you need to gauge your mental health. This is going to be a period where you're going to have to learn how to pace. And when it comes to your loved ones, you will deal with people projecting on you right now. When it comes to all the cardinal signs, I'm bugging out. When it comes to Aries, Capricorns, and Libras, y'all are all going to have to learn what you dealing with the emotions of other people. Aries, you're going to have to learn to be more patient. You know, you can't say you love and care about this person, but when they're in some form of emotional distress, you can't fuck with that shit. You know, you ready to bounce, or you trying to just tell them like, yo, just toughen up, man. Just toughen up. Damn, I've been through worse shit. That shit ain't going to work right now, Aries. That shit ain't gonna work right now, Aries. Motherfuckers be wanting hugs. All right? Motherfuckers be wanting kisses on the 3rd eye. Okay, you gotta learn to console a motherfucker, Aries. Libra, it ain't you that all that just saying shit to make your partner feel better, this, that, and see, Libra's a little different because, you know, it's a little bit more affectionate, right? It's a little bit more romantic. All right? But at the same time, you have to be careful about how you just say shit to make them feel better. No, speak from the fucking heart, Libra. Just not because it sounds good. Speak from the heart. Be genuine. Be transparent. Okay, about how you feel and consoling the emotion of others. And in Capricorn, you will deal with, you the opposite sign, so opposites attract. You will deal with individuals projecting on you right now. You will deal with motherfuckers being at, your coworkers having emotional distress. You come into work in a good mood, though. You come into work in a good mood, ready to, you know, take care of your task, conquer your day, work on your side business when you got out of work, then go to your night shift, and then come back to work in the morning. Your ass ain't sleep all day. You know how Capricorn schedule will be. I'm just now getting my sleep schedule in order. I'm finna go to sleep right after this live. Wake up about 4 or 5 a.m. I've been trying to get my schedule like that for the longest. All right? And I just got that little regiment in order the past 4 or 5 days. I'm finna keep that momentum because that was the lesson I learned last year. I can't just try to run myself into the ground with how I'm working on things, building things, falling asleep on my laptop, falling asleep on my desk, wake up in the morning like, oh shit, what time is it? Okay, it's 8 o'clock. All right, let me get work on these posts. Nah, that shit is gonna drive you crazy over time, Capricorn. I know how invested you are in being able to get it through the mud. I understand your nature in trying to earn things. I understand your nature when you look at everybody else looking at like, these motherfuckers just want shit to fall in their lap. I'm finna put time into this and build this up. I'm finna earn this shit. But sometimes it's very subconscious and you're unaware of how you drive yourself through motherfucking, you overwhelm yourself through driving yourself through long ass shifts, you know, work schedule way longer than your sleep schedule. You just relying on cat naps, you relying on power naps and shit. Something about them power naps charge you up quicker than a 6-8 hour sleep. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what's the science behind that shit. But I realized that shit. This is why I don't take power naps no more, because that shit used to have me up all night. You know? But this is going to be something important for you to understand, Capricorn. And when it comes into your career pursuits, this is a time where you may see transition within career right now. A lot of Capricorn and Aquarius sun, moon risings, especially the risings, are going to see a lot of transition in their life right now. Because Saturn's retrograde. You know, so if you are a rising Capricorn, if you're a rising Capricorn in Aquarius, you definitely finna see some shit end in your life. A lot of cycles end in your life around this time. All right, and you got to be able to embrace that shit, let it go. See, you're Saturn influence, so the Saturn influence signs do a better job in letting shit go. A lot of times, Aquarius and Capricorns are the one telling Pisces, Cancers, Virgos, Scorpios do a good job at this. Yeah, sometimes they're the ones telling these signs like, yo, that shit is in the past. Like, yo, there's a new opportunity coming around the corner. That shit ended for a reason. So when it happens to you right now, when you deal with a career transition, a relationship ending, you know, having to transition into a new environment right now, Capricorn, sun, moon risings, you got to embrace that shit right now. Because you know more than others. In order to build something on a clean foundation, sometimes you have to bulldoze shit. Saturn is the bulldozer. All right? Saturn is the bulldozer. Capricorn is the motherfucker walking around with the clipboard telling other motherfuckers what to bulldoze and what to build. And Aquarius is the motherfucker in the office making the calls like, all right, yeah, my workers is down there. Yeah, they're right now working on this section of the building, but I need these resources from this company over here. So Aquarius is going to circulate the message. Aquarius is going to gather the resources in order to help what's being built, aka what Capricorn organized and structured. Like I said, every sign, it's a divine transition for every sign. It's a divine spiritual story when it comes into the 360. Okay? So this is what Capricorns have to understand. You will deal with motherfuckers being emotionally distressed and shit at the workplace. And this may mirror how you may be hiding how you motherfucking emotionally distressed or overwhelmed with things, dealing with career, what you're trying to build in your life, and being able to use Cancer energy to, you know, emotionally reset, decompress, actually gauge your emotions, Capricorn. Actually gauge your emotions. Sometimes you think you're too tough to deal with emotions. Sometimes you think you're too hard. You think you're too built to deal with emotions. And you realize, especially when you start dating, when you get into karmic relationships, or you meet a flame, or you meet a soulmate, when they start pulling heavy motherfucking emotion out of you, you start realizing how much you bury. You start realizing how much you may have a toxic, detached nature to the point you don't allow yourself to feel, where you could block opportunities to make harmonious connections with individuals. So this is going to be an important time where you're going to be realizing all of this. So shout out to all my cardinal signs. My neighbor signs. Geminis, Leos. Geminis, Leos. All right. First of all, Gemini, you got a whole new awareness right now. You moving different right now. You moving different right now, Gemini. We just came off your solar return transit. You got a new, see, not only does the sun in Gemini help the Gemini to be seen, once again, when it's your season and the sun is transiting your sign as your solar return, you're manifesting more light and more attention. This is why I tell you, this is your artist. This is when you drop your music. This is when you drop your art. This is when you drop that new business. This is when you put as much content out as possible. This is when you make things clear to your partner. This is when you make things clear to your boss. You're felt more right now. You're seen more around that time. So Geminis, not only do you gain more attention and spotlight during your season, but you're also able to gain more of awareness of yourself. Gain more awareness of how you personally express yourself and conduct yourself in this world. All right? So y'all moving different right now. Y'all got an evolved sense of how you personally carry yourself. So right now, moving into Cancer season, when it comes into, like I said, we did all the thinking in Gemini season already. So when it comes into your ideas, when it comes to how you utilize your logic, your creative abilities, your relationship circumstances, because Cancer is your neighbor sign, you already get a lot of examples in your life, whether it's your friends, your siblings, your parents, your co-workers, your coaches, your mentors, your teacher. You see what emotional stability and instability look like in your life, just like Leo do. Regardless if you have placements in your neighbor sign or not, I promise you're going to be able to manifest awareness about these energies in your life because you have a closer perspective to these energies. All right? So just look at the frequency of your neighbor signs. in some type of shape or form. You're going to be able to tell me a lot of examples of how you've been able to observe this energy in your life, even if you wasn't a part of the experience. A lot of Aries going to have a lot of shit examples of Pisces energy and Taurus energy in their life. A lot of Leos is going to have examples of Cancer energy and Virgo energy in their life. A lot of Scorpios going to have a lot of examples of Sag energy and Libra energy in their life. All right, so this is something to keep in mind when we look at the neighbor signs. But when it comes to Gemini, you're going to be able to, be more understanding and have more clarity on how to set an emotional intent on your ideas. See, that's the thing, Gemini. You got so much ideas that sometimes it's thought overload, okay? Cancer ain't got time for all them ideas. Cancer ain't got time to be overwhelmed with ideas. When Cancer gets one idea that they resonate with, boom, they shooting with that shit. The idea that resonates with my heart the most, that's what I'm going with, regardless if I had 10 other ideas that look good. But this one idea resonates with my instinct the most. This is what you're going to learn this season, Gemini. I got 10 beautiful, fruitful-ass ideas on how to advertise or market my art. But this idea right here, this is the one that resonates with me the most right here. That's the one I got to shoot on. So, Geminis, you're building more of a relationship with your intuition around this time. You're learning not to second-guess people in your life. All right? And this is going to be a time where you actually, may appreciate dealing with solitude in order to, gather your internal energies a lot, because sometimes you can also consider so much. You're very curious, Gemini. So you will consider the critiques, the analyzations, the ideas of other people around you. No, right now you got to get closer to your own ideas, your own feelings and emotions. All right. This is going to give you more clarity and direction on how to conduct things in your life, especially how you deal with individuals. OK, and your relationships. Leo. All right. Once again, Leo's ruled by the sun is the expressive energy, all right, the divine masculine energy in the zodiac, okay, and you are neighbor signs to Cancers. So a lot of times, Leos, you see situations in your life dealing with emotional stability and mental, and it could be mental stability and instability. So this could be Leo's parents. This could be Leo's friends. A lot of Leos and Geminis will attract a lot of emotional ass partners in their life sometimes. And right now, Leo, you deal with your vision. You deal with your creative expression. You deal with, like, what I like to say, potential energy, because your vision, you very intuitive to the point where you can see a vision and Leo could see a vision of something and lock into that shit. It won't leave. That vision, that perception of where they see themselves or how they see themselves manifesting something, they have the gift of locking in onto that. This is really a fixed sign gift for real. So Scorpios is really good at this. Leos is really good at this. Aquarius is all really good at this. Taurus is really good at this. It's just that they all can, their gift can backfire by staying content at times. That's where it could backfire. Leo can stay content once they got to their high horse and their ego's in a certain place and there's no more state of evolving. It's like, nah, I'm getting all the attention and shine in the world. What I need to sell my music for? Everybody liking my posts, everybody reposting my shit. What I need to do all that extra shit, sell it. Like, I'm good with the attention. Taurus, like, nah, my stability's straight right now. My business is doing good. We don't need to do nothing extra. You feel me? Nah, no. Just maximize your talents. Add a new product into your store. Experiment more, Taurus, instead of staying content where you at when it comes to your form of stability and foundation. Learn to build more foundation, because you a giver, Taurus. So the more you build yourself up, the more you can give fruitfully, because a Taurus will still give while not having nothing. All right. But most Taurus gonna have something though. Most Taurus gonna have something. And then fuck you, nigga. Coolio face. Motherfucking Virgos play too fucking much. So nah, that was funny, bro. So that's something that what's the name? Fixed signs gotta be careful of. Scorpio can stay a little too fixed in their emotions. They'll have a passion, they'll have a goal. Yo, bro, stop commenting, because you gonna throw me off track. Scorpios can have a passion or a goal for something, and they could keep the heat on that motherfucker for the longest. They could keep a strong emotional conviction for that shit on the longest. It's just that sometimes Scorpio be so passionate about some shit, they actually miss opportunities to shoot it out to the collective or express it, because Nah, I need more passion. Nah, it's that boiling water. Nah, you got to keep letting that shit boil, bro. It's like, yo, we done missed 5 opportunities to execute this shit. It got enough passion. It got enough emotional conviction behind it. All right. And then who I said, Aquarius. Then Aquarius could get lost in their fixed thought, you know. So a lot of Aquarius have some high-ass ideas, you know, some unique-ass abstract ideas. And they can stay locked in onto the thought, but they can stay locked into the thought so much they forgot to move their vessel. They forgot to, you know, get action-oriented on it. This is why a lot of Aquariuses will work through people. A lot of Aquarius will get a lot of people to do shit for them in some type of shape or form in order to manifest some things at times, you know. So this is why they the plug. They know how to realize the resources in their life or whatnot, or they'll become the plug because since they're so connected to certain individuals, people know they could connect to them in order to get things done. But overall, when we look at the Leo energy, you know, Leo right now, this is going to be a time where you're going to have more of a stronger emotional intention behind things in your vision and your creative essence right now. Okay, when it comes to any type of creative pursuit right now, you're not going to allow yourself to deal with any form of overthinking. No, you finna jump into that shit right now, Leo. But you got to understand, with great power come great responsibility. So for Geminis and Leos, the fact that y'all are so next, the fact that y'all are the neighbor signs to Cancer, it's almost like you have more of awareness on how to deal with emotional instability. So when you deal with any of those forms in your life right now during Cancer season, whether it's yourself feeling emotionally, mentally unstable, or dealing with your partner or family members or loved ones being emotionally unstable, you have to be able to be in your higher energies to take the responsibility of dealing with that. Gemini, knowing how to communicate, relate certain forms of information for somebody to think so they could alter their emotions on how they deal with their internal energies. Leo, being able to use that optimistic energy you have, strong ass optimistic energy, inspiring energy to help people see the positive potential, the things that they're experiencing in their life right now. Okay, my trine signs, y'all on y'all shit right now. Trine signs, it's go time right now. Trine signs, Scorpios and Pisces. It ain't a motherfucking game when it comes to my Scorpios and Pisces right now. I need all my Scorpios and Pisces to shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, because y'all are naturally connected to Cancer. So when Cancer, like, y'all know my analogy. When Cancer is right now, it's Cancer's birthday. Cancer, booty all up in the face, strippers in the club. We in the section VIP. You feel me? Throwing ones everywhere. Right now, Scorpio and Pisces, they got invited to the section. They like Cancer's cousins, so they got in the section for free. They ain't pay for no bottles. They drinking, smoking, everything in the section. They picking up some ones with nobody looking. They sliding that shit with their foot. You feel me? You ain't paying for shit and you leaving with some ones. Living with a cool 30 cash. Leaving with a good $26. You know, so Scorpio Aries can manifest opportunities by default right now. Just utilizing that influence of sunlight that's hitting you. With the sun being in Cancer, it's naturally giving sunlight to Pisces. It's naturally giving some sunlight to Scorpio. So when a Pisces or Scorpio jump out into any form of creative expression, throw something into the collective, especially something that they've been holding on to in the subconscious, which we know water signs are good for that because they finna process and understand and dissect some shit internally before they take action on it. Right now, y'all gonna feel like it's go time. There's never a perfect time, but you gonna feel like it's a perfect time right now to start new things in your life, especially when it comes to creative endeavors, passions, goals, things that's been on your imagination, breaking free from cycles or environments that don't serve y'all. Scorpios, you know you don't like staying in no environment that hinders your passions and your goals. You way too intense. So sooner or later, you're gonna clash out of that environment. Sooner or later, Spirit gonna call for you to get the fuck out that environment. And then Pisces, you know, sometimes you get stressed out when you allow yourself, you know, to stay into forms of reality and patterns and routines that confine how you deal with your creativity and your big ass fucking imagination. Your imagination is way too, you guys dream recall too well. You guys see the potential of yourselves way too, with a lot of clarity, to the point that y'all cannot allow yourselves to stay content in situations and not utilize your creativity. All right. Water signs are some of the most creative motherfuckers in the zodiac. I like to say it's water and fire signs. This not throwing no shade on my air or earth signs. Air and earth signs. See, that's the thing. There could be so many different placements that influence creativity. So I could say water and fire signs are the most creative, and naturally they're the most creative because water deals with vibration, rhythm, and motion. So when it comes into art, when it comes into music, when it comes into poetry, they're gonna make things that we can feel. They're gonna make things that we can connect to. All right, they're gonna make things that penetrate the heart. When it comes to fire signs, they deal with their vision, they deal with impulse, they deal with improvising. This is why a lot of fire signs could freestyle with what they do, could freestyle their art, could freestyle rap really good, you know. So that shit ends up being creative because they're not gonna overthink the creative process. They're just gonna flow with it. They're just gonna push out the art. Whatever they see, fire, their awareness, their vision, their light, they're just gonna jump into that shit, you know. So who fuck I was talking about? So yeah, my water signs, Scorpios and Pisces, this is what y'all want to embrace right now. Y'all need to let y'all creativity flow. You need to know people are going to be watching y'all. The world, we're looking at the water signs to understand how to align with this energy, how to understand our subconscious, you know, how to heal right now. There's going to be a lot of things that we look at from the past that we feel like we need to take initiative to heal. Don't forget, cardinal season right now. Cardinal signs start seasons. All right. And when we start seasons, this is a sign. This is a time of creating. This is a time of setting new intentions. This is a time of putting new energies into the air. And when we do that, there's by default, there's going to be things in the past that we look at that we need to tear down in order to create this opportunity to create something new. All right. New moon is around the corner. I already told y'all new moons and cancers, full moons and cancers is powerful as a motherfucker because the moon it rules Cancer. So it's just way more potent energy when it comes to your emotional intention or where your emotions are at overall. Okay. So this is what I need my Scorpios and Pisces to understand. And then my in conjunction signs. All right, my in conjunction signs, what I like to call my almost opposite signs. All right, they're next to the opposite sign, Capricorn. So this is my Sagittarius and my Aquarius. So you guys are going to feel a slight friction. But at the end of the day, once again, doesn't mean that you can't have as fruitful as a season as a Scorpio or Pisces. OK, it's just that with Aquarius, this is going to be a time, Aquarius, where you're definitely going to have to learn to be more understanding. Just like how I told Capricorn, Capricorn's going to have to look in the mirror and make sure they gauge their mental health and their emotional well-being. This is something Aquarius you guys are going to have to learn to do this around this time too. You can't allow yourself to think around things, develop an idea and strategy around things without acknowledging how you feel about it. All right. This is a time to balance how you follow the heart with the idea as well right now, Aquarius. This is a time where, you know, your loved ones, they may not, you being extra detached, you having this extra detached nature might create some chaotic situations. So you want to allow yourself to just be a bit more understanding, especially when you know somebody may really need to depend on you for that and you value this person. All right. And you know, if you needed to depend on them, they'd be there for you. So this is something you need to keep in mind with Aquarius. But once again, because I know you guys are so motherfucking intelligent, to the point that sometimes you have such brilliant ideas, but you can stay in your head with the ideas. You have to find the ideas that resonate with this right now, Aquarius. You got to find the ideas that resonate with this. You got to deal with the people that resonate with this. You know, you got two resources. They do the same thing. One person seems like they get the job done better, but the other person, you just emotionally resonate with them better. You just have a better gut instinct of dealing with this person. You might have a little funny feeling about this person, even though they seem like they're more resourceful. Man, deal with the person you emotionally resonate with more, Aquarius. Don't be questioning your intuition around this time. What's going on, Unicorn Healing? All right. Sagittarius. Excuse me. Sagittarius. Okay. Now, Sagittarius, you know you all free-spirited and everything. You know, you got that Jupiter influences. You dealing with your knowledge and wisdom, experiences, exploration. Okay. Adventuring new things. Expressing your knowledge and wisdom. You know, Sagittarius is going to live to experience, to express something that they got knowledge about. You know, Sagittarius, they feel the most uplifting. Having a great day for a Sagittarius is them being able to teach somebody something. Them being able to put somebody on to something. You know, somebody being inspired by one of their stories or something. You know, that makes Sagittarius day. And we know you deal with experiences. So with these energies dealing with Cancer, you know, there's going to be a lot of reflection with things with your experiences. There's going to be a lot of downloads you get right now, Sagittarius, to make sense of how certain experiences impacted how you deal with your emotions, how distant you may be with your emotions. Because once again, Sagittarius, you don't be liking to deal with the emotions. That whole opposite That whole opposite and in conjunction side to Cancer, y'all all don't like dealing with emotions. From Sag to Capricorn to Aquarius. All y'all be saying motherfuck emotions. You throw too much emotion at a Sagittarius, they is up out of here. You will see them detach quick. And then they'll call you at the end of the weekend like, yo, my bad. It was just like, that was too much to handle. Like, they'll tell you too, like, that was just too much to handle. You know, I felt like he was kind of projecting on me. Like, motherfucker, I was crying because you cheated on me. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm projecting on you. You fucking cheated on me. Like, I know, but I'm saying, like, all that crying, I just feel like we could have talked about it instead of you crying so much. And boogers running all over your face and your clothes. Like, that shit was making me feel a type of way. It was like, motherfucker, you should feel a type of way. What the fuck you talking about, Capricorn? I'm a Sagittarius. How you hurt me and then can't deal with the consequences of it? What type of shit is that? You can at least act. You can at least act like you feel bad. Like, come on, Saggies. Saggies, you're gonna create a chaotic moment right now, being too. Saggies and Aquarius, you're gonna create a chaotic moment, being too dismissive of your emotions, and it could backfire on you. Because you're going to end up being dismissive with the emotions with somebody you actually care about. And then when you're going to sleep Saturday, Sunday, and then you feel me, that person ain't on your side. Now you start feeling lonely. Now you just think of a charismatic way. A charismatic way to get back on their good side. You text them with a joke or some shit. You send them a meme Monday morning or some shit. Like, yo, look at this video. Remember we was talking about these niggas? It's so funny. This motherfucker, last time you seen them, they was crying in tears. They was in tears. They was emotionally distraught, and you thought you could just change the subject or some shit. No, you better acknowledge the subconscious. You better acknowledge their emotions. Come on, Sag. But this is definitely going to be a time, Sag. Like I said, you guys want to be a little bit more settled because, you know, you guys are very, whenever we're in a season that's sociable, y'all finna get active, all right? So at the start of the summertime, you can expect a Sagittarius to get active, and Sagittarius and Cancer actually share influences. So Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. Cancer, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So when Jupiter is not in Sagittarius or the 9th house or in Pisces in the 12th house, it loves to be in Cancer because it gets to build so much wisdom dealing with the subconscious. It gets to understand how to manipulate, you know, how it creates or how it creates opportunities to experience an adventure by channeling the self-intention. Jupiter energy expands and it lifts energy up, is real optimistic. So when it gets into Cancer, it starts dissecting all type of wounds and family you know, trauma and whatnot, and starts turning all that into wisdom. You know, so this is why Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter in the 4th house people, they excelled with things dealing with psychology, counseling, or have manifest. A lot of people depend on them for their emotions. Okay, but great power comes great responsibility. So right now, Sagittarius, you got to utilize this energy to bring more understanding to your emotional well-being. There may be things that you realize about yourself, how you may have some self-sabotaging tendencies in relationships when you actually build a connection with somebody. You know, all things will be all dandy with a Sagittarius when y'all just Netflixing and chilling, when y'all just kicking in, when y'all just smoking and driving on the freeway, when y'all just trying out new restaurants and shit, when y'all having sex without a care. Oh yeah, everything is cool with a Sagittarius. But as soon as that person say, you know, listen, as soon as that person say to Sagittarius, like, damn, I ain't never feel this way about somebody in a long time, Sagittarius be like, what you mean? Feel like what? Like, you feel happy, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm happy too. Like, no, I mean, like I feel emotion for you. Like I'm thinking about, you know, us taking another steps. Sagittarius, like, what you mean? Steps where? The stairs right there. You just, if you want to go upstairs, the stairs right there. Just bathroom on the left. Steps to what? So Sagittarius, you guys will jump too far into some shit, let too much shit happen in the experience and adventure without establishing some ground rules, and then run away. You know, run the fuck away when somebody throw emotions at your ass. You know, let alone you actually dealing with somebody and you do something and they got heavy emotion about something in a negative way. You know, they really have a high potential to ghost right then and there. So Sagittarius, this is a time for you to become more emotionally responsible. All right, you're gonna have to understand your actions and reactions dealing with the emotions. On top of understanding yours better too. So this season is going to give you a chance to be able to understand how to utilize your knowledge and wisdom, because all of y'all got some with something. It's going to give y'all a chance to utilize your knowledge and wisdom in order to direct it towards something with a stronger emotional intent or whatever, with whatever you may feel compelled to start around this time. You know? And is that everybody? My sextile signs. Yeah, my sextile signs. Taurus and Virgos. Taurus and Virgos. Taurus and Virgos is outside. Taurus and Virgos is outside. You know, Taurus and Virgos can have a shy energy. Sometimes you can have them loud, braggadocious Taurus. Sometimes you can have them niggas. You know, the Meek Mills, the Tekashi 6ix9ines. Sometimes you can have them. But a lot of times, you know, Taurus, as long as they got their bag right, their money right, you know, they'll brag through their fit. They'll brag through their hair and their nails, you know, and their fashion, you know, and the new Birkin, you know, they'll brag through that. You know, they're not going to have to be so expressive because it's Earth. Earth suns ain't going to be super expressive all the time. You know, the most expressive Earth sun is probably Capricorn at times, you know. So Taurus could be expressive at times in a braggadocious way. Virgo could be expressive a lot of times in an analytical, intellectual way, you know, critiquing everything, seeing the debate to everything, starting debates with other people, you know, criticizing other people about things. Sometimes Virgos will come out their face and just criticize somebody they just met. It's like, you just met this person. That's why I don't bring nobody around you, Virgo. You always saying some shit. You know, asking them why they did their hair like that. Who does their hair? You would have parted it. Don't nobody care how you would have parted their hair. Now, we know you sick with the cosmetics in the hair. We know that's your shit, Virgo. But ain't nobody asked you that. This person don't even know you. I just brought the homie here for the party. Like, you talk quiet, Virgo. Like, my bad. I just couldn't. I saw the detail. It's just, I saw the detail. My Mercury forced me to communicate some shit about it. Like, my bad. Damn. I'm just kind of trying to let him know if you want to get his hair next time, you could come to me. You know? So sometimes, Virgos, you got to hold it down. Like, all that curious shit be coming out. You be communicating that shit sometimes, and you don't even be realizing it. But overall, these signs can have some shy tendencies, some introverted tendencies. You know, if we looked at, you know, most extroverted to introverted signs in the zodiac, Taurus and Virgos falling on that bottom 6, dealing with the most introverted signs. All right? So with the sun hitting y'all from Cancer, a lot of the things that Taurus and Virgos, you know, keep hindered, specifically with a Taurus, with Taurus's values, with its creative abilities, these are things that Taurus is going to be way more expressive of right now. When it comes to what a Taurus feel like they value in their life, a Taurus you could have been hesitant about pushing out your creativity in some type of shape or form all year. Not right now. Not right now. You ain't finna be in that vibe right now. You finna take that leap of faith and say, fuck it. Like, I only live once. What's the worst that could happen? I've kind of been stable in this stable position for a while. I think I could take another step. Yes, when you feel them influences, Taurus, whether it's take another step with your relationship, with your business, with your personal aspiration, you do that right now because Taurus, you got an influence to manifest a lot right now because you have moon influences. The moon is exalted in Taurus. The moon rules Cancer, and you're harmonizing with the sun in Taurus right now. So the more of a stronger, and this is really all of us is a strong manifestation time for all of us right now. But the more of a stronger emotional intent a Taurus has right now, the more you're going to see things manifest and, you know, change in your life right now. But it's going to come with taking some leaps of faith here and there. All right. You know, when the moon in Cancer deals with, you know, comfortability of the emotions and within, you know, your inner energies, Taurus deals with comfortability within the physical realm. You know, this is why they like to eat certain things. This is why they have a real sensual energy. This is why they love touch. You know, this is why they love massages, or you learning where they like to be touched, or they can learn where you like to be touched. They deal with the 5 senses. You know, this is like that moon, you know, emotional nature, but directed through earth, though. Directed through physicality. All right. This is why they're givers. This is why they're natural nurturers too. They're stubborn. Okay, they could be stubborn as hell, but if you ever dated a Taurus, they'll have a stubborn ass nature with you, and you'll think they mad at you about something and still give you some shit, or have a selfless ass act at the end of the night, and you be like, damn, I thought they was mad at me about some shit. They can't help that shit. They gonna have that stubborn nature, but that's their nature. It's still gonna be their nature to give, though. You know. I remember I was dating a Taurus, and I wasn't dating them for too long. And when my birthday came around, they went crazy on my birthday. And I was like, damn, all of this for me? God damn. Y'all motherfuckers really give. Like, this shit make y'all really feel fulfilled to be able to give. You know, Taurus will spend their last on you. You know, if they fucks with you like that, if they care about you like that, because a lot of them, that's how they show their love language. You know, they ain't really going to be that expressive of it at times. They're going to show through what they provide, what they give. If a Taurus is hitting you up like, hey, I'm about to pull up, you hungry? You want me to scoop some food on the way there? Oh yeah, the Taurus is on you. Taurus is on you. Taurus wants you. Taurus wants you. Like, hey, I was in the mall. What size you wear again? Taurus wants you. Taurus wants you. Taurus wants you. You feel me? Or they hit you with the, you don't even have to spend money outside. You don't have to spend money this, that, and the third. That restaurant don't even be preparing the food good. I'm going to go get some groceries, this, and that. I'll cook at your house. Taurus wants you. Taurus wants you. So right now, when it comes to the values of a Taurus, you guys have way more of a less tolerance. Whether it's expressing and, you know, expressing the value you have within yourself, your self-worth. Whether it's letting somebody else know how they need to respect you because you respect your motherfucking self, or you have these boundaries, or letting the world know, or being more, you know, open to sharing your creative abilities and your self-worth with the world. These are things, Taurus, you're going to have a low tolerance with, and you're going to feel like you're holding yourself back if you don't embrace these things. And then Virgo, you know, Virgo, you're intelligent, evil genius ass, right? Know how to put everything together. Be reading the encyclopedia in an hour. Know every word in the dictionary, head ass. Knowing how to put shit together. When I got to put some shit together in the crib, I hit my Virgo friend. And I act like I got an issue too. I be like, yeah, man, I just got this chair. I be side talking. Like, yeah, man, I just got this chair. This shit got all these fucking instructions. I don't know how to put this shit together. Virgo be like, what type of chair is it? I be like, got him. Got him. Yo, what type of TV is it? What's the problem? Is the Panasonic? Listen, I get out of work at 6. That motherfucker hyped to put some shit together. He hyped to structure some shit. This is why they like dealing with playing Scrabble and playing chess and anything to exercise the mind and reading and Rubik's Cube. This is Virgo shit. This is Virgo shit. It's just that sometimes they get in relationships to the point. It's just that sometimes they get into relationships and people start, let me put my charge in real quick. People start taking advantage of that shit. People start taking advantage of that shit. You know, and I can't even say take advantage, because Virgos will love to service. They will love to help you put shit together in your life. They will love to help you build foundation and stability in your life. But they just feel so fucked up once they realize, you know, maybe somebody's not reciprocating the same effort or energy to help them with their gifts. Maybe a Virgo will know your gifts are not, maybe you're not as smart as me. Maybe you're not as technically inclined with things as I am. But you're a good communicator. You know how to inspire me. You know how to motivate me. So why don't you use that as much as I use my gifts? This is how a Virgo will start thinking about things. You know? So, you know, very intelligent, but now you guys have the sun harmonizing from Cancer, and you guys are about to be on some other shit. Like, a lot of people dating Virgos right now about to see a whole different, a lot of people dating Virgos and Taurus right now about to see a whole different energy out of them, because they not finna hold back how they really feel about a motherfucker right now. They's not finna hold that back right now. No way. No way. They gonna feel like they're definitely creating a disservice for themselves. Okay. You know, Virgo gonna start having that side talk like, I'm too intelligent for this. Like, I got too much value for this. Like, you know, somebody else would appreciate these efforts. Somebody else is gonna appreciate me helping them structure their life, stabilize their life. I bring too much stability in people's lives for me to be not having my energy reciprocated at this job, in this relationship, in my environment where I live at. Like, I'm Audi 5000. So this is the influence Virgo's gonna be dealing with, and this is why they finna be out and about. This is why they finna, have a less, anything that a Virgo has been feeling like you've been holding yourself back with any personal creative aspirations. Virgo's gonna feel like they need to shoot for the stars right now, because you got a strong ass influence, a harmonious, nice, smooth, harmonious influence coming from that moon in Cancer. This is why a lot of reasons Taurus and Virgos both have to uphold a lot of things in their family sometimes is that sextile from Cancer. So a lot of times, they could get strong pushes from their family environment, but sometimes they got a lot of responsibilities dealing with the home environment, and they're the sense of stability for their family, for their parents. A lot of Virgos and Taurus start paying their family bills as soon as they get their first job. It's like, damn, I didn't know you helped support me to go through school and get this degree, this, that, and third. For like the way I gotta support you is like I got child support coming out my check. Like I got motherfucking child support coming out of my check dealing with my family. So, but overall, this is how the summer solstice is going to affect the Taurus and the Virgos. A lot of the things that they may have an introverted nature with, a lot of the things that they may hold themselves back or be hesitant from taking a leap of faith to expressing, because we know that's that word, right? That phrase right there, leap of faith. That's a little shaky term right there for Taurus and Virgos. That's a little shaky term right there. I'd rather take a leap of structure. They want to take a leap of planning. That leap of faith shit don't even make sense to a Virgo Taurus. It's like, what's the point of taking a leap of faith if I can actually structure a plan? Where we about to jump? Like, why we gotta be so? Why y'all want to be so risky for it? like y'all don't want to take time to just organize shit a little bit first before we go on this road trip, before we go on this embark on this new experience. But right now they not gonna be, and this is where you guys are gonna be able to cultivate things in a magical ass way, because not only are you allowing yourself to resonate, Taurus and Virgos, not only are you guys allowing yourself to resonate with what aligns with the heart chakra, with how y'all truly feel. Y'all do have the gift of or understanding how to organize, structure, and stabilize things. So once you concentrate on the emotional intention, the way you put it together is going to look crazy. It's going to look like, damn, you've been planning to do that all year. It's like, nah, it's just, I just made a decision as to what the fuck I want in my life right now, or what I want to experience and what I want to experiment with. And I always tell Virgos they have to learn how to allow themselves to experiment. There's a couple of signs out there that need to learn how to allow themselves to experiment, so their ability to overthink and hesitate don't get in the way and don't start blocking things. Okay, so Virgos, you're gonna feel a strong sense of encouragement in this sense, But so that's sextile signs, neighbor signs, trine signs, cardinal signs, and then Cancer. Like Cancer, you already know what the vibes is. Happy solar return to all my Cancers out there. It's lit. It's your time to shine. We all looking at you. You could be as moody as you want right now. It don't even matter. We gotta deal with that shit. You could be as bipolar as shit right now. It don't even matter. You could probably catch a body right now, get away with it right now. You feel me? We all want to eat your food right now. We all want to be in your crib right now. Cancer, you better build some boundaries right now, because your home is cozy as hell. I know when I'm not on YouTube. I've been dealing with a crazy ass internet problem. I really came on this live highly frustrated. I had a great productive start to the day. I've been telling y'all since last week. I've been having trouble in my area with my Wi-Fi and my internet, and I'm always using a bunch of gadgets. I got a bunch of fucking phones over here doing different shit, live streaming on YouTube and Instagram. And this week has just been crazy. My hotspot been running out. I've been paying I'm like damn near 40 cash right now, paying extra 40 cash on my phone bill for a hotspot. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like I'm really trying to be zoned into what the fuck I'm doing right now. Universe really be like, motherfucker, you gonna work through these obstacles. And I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I swear to God. But I told myself I'm not even going to let that shit halt me. You feel me? We're going to get shit done. So I'm going to save this and get this up on YouTube for everybody that's interested in longer forms of content, more in-depth readings. Patreon is where to go. That's where all my longer form content going to be going. These lives are going to be sparingly. I'm going to be doing these lives sparingly, all right? But regardless, we're going to be circulating these gems in some type of shape or form, all right? So, yeah, that's everybody. But yeah, Cancers, don't be taking advantage of your light now, because your energy heavy, Cancer. So it don't need to be Cancer season. We naturally going to feel your energy. You could be, I'm on the top floor of my crib right now. If an angry Cancer walks into the first floor of my crib, I'm going to feel that shit. You got the most detached energies in the world. You're going to feel that energy, that presence. Because they bring that sense of nurture, understanding, and an awareness on how to deal. You feel me? So that's what's going on with you know, Cancers. You guys already know a lot of you guys do have a real private, shy nature. And like I was saying earlier, when it deals with a Cancer's creativity, a lot of the times that shit could be sacred to them. This is really a lot of water signs deal with this, but a lot of Cancers, when it comes to something that they're creatively invested in, something they want to share with the world, it could take them some time to work up to that shit. On top of getting out of their comfort zone. You know, a lot of Cancers have to learn how to get out their comfort zone and actually jump into some Capricorn energy. So this is what us Capricorns, this is what we teach Cancers. We teach y'all like, yo, you are too creative, too insightful, too knowledgeable to not get it out the mud a little bit. We know you kind of have a strong manifestation influence with your ass, but if you actually match that with putting some rigorous time into some shit, working on some shit, you know, allowing yourself to work through your moods regardless of how you feel, the world is your oyster, Cancer. But a lot of times, because they're dealing with such powerful energy, they could be overwhelmed by their own emotions. If you're not a Cancer, if you don't have Cancer placements, you won't really understand that. You'll look at your Cancer friend, your Cancer child, like, damn, this motherfucker is always, the fuck wrong with them? Fuck they can't smile for. I said hi. What's that moody ass hi? Hey, you don't know how that moon, you don't know how that dealing with that moon energy is. That's why you need to be paying attention to astrology. Help you understand your partner better. Help you understand your parents better. Help you understand your children better. You don't know what it's like dealing with that moon energy. Ain't the moon the quickest moving planet in the solar system? Don't the moon only stay in a sign for 2.5 days? So how you gonna expect a Cancer to keep their emotions stable throughout the whole week, throughout the whole month, let alone the whole day? So this is something they're constantly learning within themselves. Okay? So this is why they ain't got no fucking tolerance for anybody that's crossing boundaries, invading their private space. If you have a Cancer child, don't they kind of bug out a little bit when you walk in their room without a knock or some shit? If you a Cancer yourself, when your parents did that, didn't you damn near have suicidal thoughts? Like, I swear to God, Mom, if you walk in my room again, I'm gonna jump out the fucking window. You ain't gonna have no kid room to walk into. So Cancer start having some crazy ass thoughts as a kid. If they deal any Cancer child that dealt with invasion of privacy, I'm glad you still here. I'm happy you made it through that, because I know how challenging that is. I know how troubling that is to the spirit. All right, but what don't kill you only make you stronger. Okay. And as you get older, you start to develop such an emotional intelligence. All right. Now the Cancer moons kind of come in with the emotional intelligence. So you, like I always say, you put a Cancer moon and a Cancer sun in the same room, Cancer moon gonna get annoyed by the Cancer sun. Like, oh my God, this motherfucker is a baby. This motherfucker be whining about everything. Damn. You feel me? Cancer moon is the moon. The moon actually rules Cancer. So yes, Cancer sun are very powerful. But when you got the moon in there, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. You know, but we ain't talking about the moons right now. But when it comes to you Cancer suns, you know, this is gonna be a time where you realize the world can be your oyster. The more that you channel in your emotional intention, the more that you learn to. And my phone keeps saying low battery and my shit charged. Like, everything failing on me today. Like, this the fire charger too from Apple. This the fast ass shit. That shit not charging my phone like that today. Like, universe on my head. Damn. So you know, Cancer suns, what I was saying, the more you're able to channel your emotional, the boundaries and not holding on to things in the past. The Cancer is one of the most intuitive signs in the zodiac, but this could be what they experience. You know, this is the curse to their gift here. You know, sinking into their past a little bit too much at times. We all want to be in a space where we utilize the past to help us deal with the present and everything that we want for ourselves, and we want to establish and manifest during this summer solstice. Holding on to the past too much will keep us in the past. AKA, we will start manifesting a lot of scenarios from the past. This is why a lot of Cancers, they be stressing themselves out. because it takes them a while sometimes. Sometimes it takes them after they fucking first Saturn return until they mid-30s or early 40s to start realizing like, oh shit, I didn't realize all the shit I really be manifesting. This is why when I think and feel on some shit so much, that shit come quick into my life. And sometimes it be taking Cancer to realize, a while to realize, okay, if I just think and feel heavy on positive shit and what I want to manifest, that's what's going to come in quick into my life. Is that moon and water energy. Sometimes they could allow themselves to just sink into the mood of things, sink into the emotional distress. You know, water signs do this weird ass thing where if they depressed, they want to feel it out. They want to sink into it. If they sad, they want to cry it out. They want to embrace the emotion. So water signs will embrace emotions of the highs and lows. It's almost like when a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio is on some sad shit, on some depression. It's almost like you just got to let them be. Like you just got to let them get that shit out on their own because they kind of want to sink into that shit. Other signs, some signs, it will neglect the fuck out their emotions. Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, here and there, Taurus and Virgos will try to build something in their life as a substitute for the emotions. You know, this is why like a Virgo will like get into a rebound relationship when they really hurt as fuck because they deal with reality. So they'll structure their reality in some type of shape or form in order to not deal with their emotions, which is really just never really healing. You know, it's just gonna block something. Okay, air signs will get a rebound in some type of shape or form. You know, that shit ain't helping nothing because you're gonna start projecting your old partner's qualities and traits on this individual. So these are the things that we all need to acknowledge. We cannot have these negative ass substitutes for things that need healing, that need time. But once again, Cancer, this is you guys, the world is your oyster. Please don't cut off. All right, I'm going to wrap this live up. My spirit is telling me my live is keep pausing, and I do not want this to cut off. All right, yeah. So once again, I got in-depth readings for all signs on my Patreon. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave this up. I hope everybody is in a fruitful energy. All right, we got the new moon around the corner. Get ready to set intentions. Get ready to command to universe what the fuck you want. Universe, if whatever your wish is, it's their command. They don't govern you. You govern it. It just seems like you governed by it because you within it. But you were never within this shit in the first place. You chose to come down here from a higher source. You was looking down on earth before you came here. Keep that shit in mind. Ain't shit changed once we get into the body. All right? So learn how to command what you want out of these stars, out of the solar system. Make sure your spiritual family have your back. Get your candles ready. Get that altar ready. Cleanse the home. Because you know, once again, your spiritual family do not be liking that shit. Y'all be having dirty laundry by the altar. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit, y'all. Funky ass drawers by the candles and shit. Every time your spiritual family come to take a sip of the coffee, you know, take a shot of the Henny, they got to smell all type of shit. Cut it out, y'all. All right? Y'all know I'm a goofball. I love y'all. I'm going to tap in with y'all tomorrow.